Welcome back. It's time for Lucia Capital Group Weekly video. If you look around the online financial journals or the big print newspapers, you'll probably run across one of the most common pieces of financial advice that's out there. And that says that retired people should always spend their taxable money first, leaving their IRAs and other tax-deferred accounts to grow tax-free until many years later. In other words, they're saying you should never tap your pre-tax accounts, like your 401k and IRAs, before you're required to at age 72 and later. And of course, they also say don't touch the funds in your Roth IRA until you've exhausted all of your other accounts. Now, this kind of common wisdom is, in my opinion, long on common and short on wisdom. The truth is that for many retired people, or for those who are getting close to retirement, that advice is simply wrong, and it actually could be very costly from a tax perspective. But how can deferring taxes until later be a bad thing? Isn't it better to put off the misery for as long as possible? Well, first, let's look at our progressive tax system. As our income increases, the tax rates scale upward. By using the lower income tax bracket more effectively today, we may be able to keep our taxes lower later on. So by going against the common wisdom and starting to take at least some money out of your tax-deferred IRA in the early years of retirement and a little bit later, you may be able to dramatically reduce your tax expenses over the long haul. Of course, this requires a certain understanding of the tax code, which isn't common either. So you pay some taxes now to potentially avoid paying more taxes later on. This happens because by reducing the amount of money that's in your IRA, instead of letting it grow untethered for the first 8-10 years of retirement, you'll reduce the amount of money that you'll eventually be required to take out at that age 72 or beyond. For people with large IRAs, the RMD rules may force them to withdraw much more money than they need to live on, money that is taxed at progressively higher ordinary income tax rates. And that income could also wind up causing you to pay more taxes on other income like Social Security. It's that old ripple effect. It all comes down to tax management. Should you pay a little more taxes now with the goal of saving yourself from a much larger tax bill later on? If you want to find out if this strategy could work for you, the advisors at Lucia Capital Group can do a quick review of your situation. We do this every day, and we'll do it for you. As always, we're here to help.